Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year to take your 12 political questions. I take your questions out of the chat in the hour before I come on. So just put your questions in the chat before I come on. And then during the live stream, anything in all caps is how you communicate with me. So other than that, please just type normally so that because people have whole conversations and are really helpful and kind to each other. So, and thank you for your kindness. Thank you so much for being we have a great community here because of you. Thank you. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. It's an ongoing thing. And we have epic troll slayers who help keep us safe. So, okay. If you're watching this on replay, hello. You can skip all the jibber jab at the beginning or whenever, or interruptions or what have you. All the questions are down in the description box, and I timestamp them as I go, so you can always just come in and pick and choose. And I try to get those timestamps up as soon as possible. I get things sorted out so that they work properly, but sometimes it takes me a little while. So yeah, it's just me. There's no one else doing post-production. There's no sorry, I'm just finishing up here. There's no one helping me in the afternoon, so I do what I can. All right. So before, okay, I've got a ton of questions, most of which are actually left over from yesterday, which is great. Your questions are very important to me. I keep them. I read on them to the best of my ability. And as I am fixing this, I did want to start with one thing, which is the other day, or a little while back, I'll just say this month, there was Sniffy Jr. He went on Twitter on a video. And dear great Gussie, and I mean this literally, I'm not being I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being quite serious. This man needs help. I'm not playing. So I thought we could look at just a little bit, just a few seconds or so of this video that Sniffy Jr. posted on Twitter. And you tell me if you think, is it just like why isn't there been an intervention? How bad is this? So anyway, I wanted to share this with you because I turned it on and it was just, I ended up just with my jaw on the floor. So I'm sharing this here. Make sure you can see it. And let me make it just a tiny bit bigger, and then I will hit play. All right. I want Control plus. Okay, I think that's about as big as I can get it. It's only a minute long. And I hope you're able to hear this. Let me know if you cannot hear it. All right.
Guys, you saw the leak from the Supreme Court, an unprecedented thing. This kind of stuff doesn't happen. I don't know that I'm ever aware of a leak. This is not like Congress where everything leaks. And trust me, I've done enough testimony. Things are leaking during closed-door hearings. I get it. The Supreme Court doesn't have leaks. So if there's not a thorough criminal investigation into who leaked privileged documents about a draft decision from the United States Supreme Court, where a small, tiny handful of people have access to it, then we live in a clown show state. We live in a clown show state, folks. For perspective, the FBI sent, I believe it was 15 people to investigate a garage pull. Remember that, the NASCAR Bubba Wallace thing? And thought it was a noose. Well, it's a garage pull. Like, basically on every garage of every NASCAR track that anyone's ever been at. Didn't matter. 15 people. And if they don't send people to investigate this, then again, we live in a clown show state. Guys, you saw the leak from the Supreme Court, an unprecedented thing. This kind of stuff doesn't happen. I don't know that I'm ever aware of a leak. This is not like Congress where everything leaks. And trust me, I've done enough testimony. Things are leaking during closed door hearings. I get it. The Supreme Court doesn't have...
Okay, I can't breathe. breathe. Seriously, I've been listening to that. It's like, I need air. Just listening to that. What the heck? What the heck is that? Oh, my dear great Gussie. Holly and Fran says, I grew up in New York City and talk fast and use my hands a lot, but this really looks drug-induced. There's no... Yeah, Kevin Brazil, was that one sentence? Exactly. How bad is the situation? The junior situation? What is this? Breathe. Oxygen to friend. It is time to make the donuts. He already made the donuts. You have to be this old to get that joke. You have to be this old to get that joke. It's worse in person. That's him on camera. It's worse in person. Nine of Cups. Oh. Merchant. Okay. Okay, Rubio says he acts like he's on a hamster wheel and he doesn't breathe, he sniffs. Chariot. Whew, yeah, he's on a ride. He's got a ticket to ride. 10 of Cups. Ace of Swords. Queen of Cups. Is it possible to get a contact high from a psychic reading? King of Wands. Okay. I'm trying to find some humor here, but this is not good at all. The truth is a heart attack serious. This is the Queen of Cups he's engaged to. Married? Did they finally get married? I don't know. I don't entirely care. The Queen of Cups here, she's not helping. And the King of Wands with his crazy whatever he's got going on there. Especially in this deck, that is careening, partying and careening around. And going through a lot. I wonder what he's doing to be able to afford what he's doing. Eileen says, I was just writing. I was worried about his heart when you said heart attack serious. Wheezy Squeezebox, the engagement ended? Really? I haven't heard that. Musical Neptunian says he thinks he is the walrus. Cuckoo Cachoo. Oh, man. Thank you, guys. Oh, my gosh. Well, if they're not together, she wasn't a good influence on him. Let's put it that way. 10 of Wands. That's quite the burden. This is, in this deck, this is a card of even your own family can come for you, which we know from experience. Yeah. Hermit. 3 of Cups. Oh, he's pouring it on. Oh, he's pouring it on. Okay. Yes, and he does have five children, I believe. Where's he getting the money? Where's the money coming from? Have a great day, Disrat. See, to some extent, I am hoping there is an intervention, because I wouldn't wish going cold turkey in a jail cell on anybody. Eileen says daddy's business or donations made to his father. We're talking about crazy amounts of money. His father, how much money do you think his father would be willing to give him? 4 of Wands. All right, so he does have a cushy nest egg, but King of Cups, that's traditionally, that and the Queen of Cups are the cards of people who partake. Oh, Kevin, that's scary. 5 of Cups. 5 of Wands. Okay, that makes him hyper. Hyper. Like you heard. Devil. Or a monkey on his back. Ace of Swords. The truth is coming. The truth is coming out. It makes him panicked and paranoid. I'm getting panic, paranoid, jittery energy. Linda Sue says, how much money does his father spend on the same activities? My understanding is he's got a different Sniffy Senior has a different sniff of choice. Catherine Rodriguez says, thanks to the Cruz Supreme Court decision, the PAC cashed literally a piggy bank. Well, as long as Trump Sr. doesn't declare his presidency, he can do what he wants with that money, which is why he's not declaring his presidency. And he won't have to until he absolutely has to. If he gets that close. Excuse me. Sorry. The truth is coming out. Is that business? Is that health-wise? What does that mean? Nine of Wands. Look how high I am. Star. Page of Cups. 8 of Wands. Okay. Addiction issues can run in the family. We know that. It's not exclusively genetic, but certain things run in families. But yeah, careening out of Yeah, this is so I guess what I should ask is how Sniffy Jr. paper. And now my description is too long. Not remotely surprised. Always is. Too many questions in the description box. And I'll see if I can get through as many as possible. But Sniffy Jr. hyper, yeah, what's going to happen to him? And then let's actually, at 16 minutes in, I want to have just a quick look at Grift Co. and drug money, question mark. This is what I'm being drawn to read on, so here we are. Grift Co. and drug money. I've ever seen Eric being out of control like Sniffy Senior and Sniffy Junior. I so often I get the sense that there's one person in that family who has something going for them, even though I don't like her. It's Eric, because his wife has some tiny bit of common sense. Not a lot. I don't like her. But it actually saves him from a lot of stupid stuff, is what I get. But she's awful. She enables him on stupid stuff too, and encourages him on stupid stuff, and has stupid ideas of her own sometimes. But oh yeah, Gary Atkins, we're going to get to that. Oh, we're going to get to that. Page of Swords. Brats. Running with scissors. Bullies and brats. What I'm reading on, sorry. What is this? Oh, I don't have my, was in a hurry. I don't have my air filter with me. I'll have to go get that. Seven of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Temperance. Six of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Well, it was a family business, and it's not like the family was great. This is the card of the thief. It's also backstabbing. For me, backstabbing is usually more the five of Swords, but in this deck it's more the seven, which is fine. Seven of Pentacles is fruits of labor or fruits of someone else's labor. Like, anyway, you know how Grift Co makes its money. But there's Temperance in the middle, and there's a Six of Cups, which is a charity. But there's this complete lack of funding or money. And what it feels like is it was the bad business decisions that any chance of kind feelings of, it's the greed that undermined any chance of, it was the bad bit. It's not just the greed, it's the greed and the bad business decisions that led to even more emotional coldness. But what has it had an effect on Senior, Juniors, or Grift Co's financials. We are about, what I'm getting is we are about to be so disgusted by these people that this will not even register on our disgust of them. That's what I'm getting. It feels like, oh, you think this is bad. Lovers. And what they had just, people's view of them, some people's view of them, even who were supporting them, careening, out of control, gone. It's just bad. But what effect has the sniffing had on Grift Co. and the grifters? Six of Pentacles. Oh, Six of Cups. That was the home life. Yeah, that was the home life. This is the charity card. Ace of Wands. Ace of Cups. Two of Cups. King of Pentacles. It's Senior. Senior's been the big partaker. He's a glutton. He is the walking embodiment of all 7 deadly sins. I don't know if you guys ever watched the series Supernatural, but there was one season where the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse were in the flesh and had to be defeated. It would be like the 7 deadly sins as people, but then just make it one person. And that's Senior. And it's Junior who just watched that if you wanted to be on the team, the one, because normally Trump is the King of Wands. If you want to be on the team from a young age, he said you have to be on top of things. You've got to whatever it takes. And his father would just, even from, feels like as early as possible, was dumping as much work onto him because Senior didn't want to do the work. Oh, fine, I've got sons now. Here, fix that, do that. It feels like even like having him do stuff when he was a teenager so I haven't seen Devil's Advocate. I'm afraid I haven't seen that one, but I've been meaning to at some point. Yeah, okay. We'll let that go, but it's a mess. It's a debris field of emotional chaos. All right, Regina Brown had a question. 24 minutes in. Thank you again for being here. Eileen says, remember, breathe in, breathe out, repeat. Unlike Sniffy. Oh, I was getting lightheaded just listening to him. All right, so Regina Brown had a question. Is Mitch the Grim Reaper McConnell going to be held accountable for his dastardly deeds? All right, it's pretty open-ended, so if there's some accountability to be had, Darren Smith has a bunch of popcorn emojis saying, yes, bring on June 9th. Should be even better than the Watergate hearings. Well, I think there's going to be less. I think there's going to be more storytelling and less questioning. But we'll see. But right now I'm asking about McConnell. Has anybody seen his hand recovered? Thank you, Marby. Thank you. Thank you. McConnell. Eight of Cups. Usually that's my evidence, evidence being collected card. But this is also, it's just exhausting trying to fight McConnell, trying to get him to see, use any kind of decency. I'm actually surprised he approved for the aid for Ukraine, considering he's usually just, if the Democrats want it, it needs to die. Three of Swords. His little heart is broken. So basically, considering the size of his heart, I'm going to guess that the swords are those little toothpick swords they put in drinks. Three swords in McConnell's heart. Knight of Pentacles. King of Cups. Three of Pentacles. Hermit. By the way, he's very serious that if he's in charge of the Senate, he will make certain that Biden cannot get anyone else on the Supreme Court. Yeah. He's still fighting for the causes, but he's out of power. It bugs him every day. It galls him every day he's not in power. But he has plans. But he does not, I keep getting, he does not get the majority in the Senate. So major arcana, but he's off all by himself. Sorry. So McConnell, I'm going to face. Oh, okay. I got the deck. I've got the Death card and the Moon card. That's not generally great together. Jim baby. Pickle sword. Catherine Rodriguez is saying McConnell has no decency. Probably has money and armaments. Possible. All right, McConnell. Knight of Cups. Oh, it galls him. It galls him watching Schumer and the Democrats making decisions about what goes on the floor and what doesn't, and heading committees, and it makes him crazy. He wants it, the precious. He wants it. He wants the power. Judgment. Six of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Hanged Man. Ace of Pentacles. The far right of the party is generally making him kind of crazy. He doesn't see himself as being the far right of the party, because he thinks the far right of the party is like Trump stuff, Trump believers, Trumpers. He's extreme, but he doesn't see himself as extreme. And the people he sees as extreme drive him crazy as well, because he is afraid they're going to. First of all, they're about to they face some comeuppance after the hearings, the January 6th Select Committee hearings, but they're making the party less attractive to more moderate voters. And he's worried about midterms, and he really wants to get the party back into his idea of moderate, which is not moderate. And I'm not getting comeuppance for the Grim Reaper. It's just not. Oh, okay, good. Oh, it always makes my day if I can make somebody laugh. Okay. Where did... Oh, that's right. I want to make sure. I don't remember if it's here or not, but I do. I'm going to jump around a little bit here because I want to make certain we do at least just 3 cards. 31. MTG for president. She has presidential. The Green Goblin has presidential ambitions. And instead of dun, 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 it will be dun, 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 dun. Do you want to be president? And I feel, I'm not pleased at the idea of a woman running for office, and I'm saying something against that. But she's awful. Oh my gosh, she's awful. Oh, I was going to do 3. I'm doing 5 cards. Okay. But she's not getting more than that. Marie Henson, bless the howler monkey's little delusional heart. 8 of Cups. Oh, heck no. We have had enough. We have had enough. Enough. King of Pentacles. 3 of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Page of Cups. Strength. The strength is on younger Democrats going future. We're not headed into a number of years about more authoritarianism. We're headed into Pluto's about to start digging through Aquarius, and there's all kind of Aquarius energy around, and that's about equality. And she's not it. Besides, one of the things is she ends up doing a lot of the dirty work for the male Republicans. She's out there being aggressive and at the same time, she's also going to be seen as part of this patriarchal setup where, she thinks she has power. She gets up there and she says all these things. But with the way that these red states are going to start taking power away from women, she's going to be seen as, no, this is a new era, and we're not putting up with this kind of misogyny we're going to have to deal with for the next year or two. Not going to stand. And she can go whistle. Nicest way I can put that. Kevin Brazil says Sarah Palin on steroids. You're not wrong. Scary. Okay. 3430. Eileen had a question. I'm pretty sure I've looked at this a number of times, but let's just check in and see if there's been any changes. A quick look in on Tucker Carlson. Will he ever be held accountable for the rhetoric he's spouting on Fox? And or what you see as the future for Fox News. Let's do three cards for Tucker and 3 cards for Fox News. Tucker. There was one more the other day when I did lessons for Tucker. There was one more graphic I made that I didn't show you. This would be a good time. Let me share. The other lessons for Tucker graphic. There was this one. Yeah. and down. And if you can't read it, it says whites only or you're racist. Seems to be his argument. So, yeah. That's Tucker. Tucker Carlson. Scrooge McCarlson. And Fox News. Oh, by the way, there's a guy on Slate on Fox who thinks he's a comedian, but his show is apparently getting better ratings than the Tonight Show, than a lot of things, and a couple of times it's even outperformed Colbert. And he is so far right. Yikes. Oh, it's a partnership between the two of them. Yick. Thank you, Kevin. Tucker. Strength. Two of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, it's a big fated decisions he's making, the strength of his decisions, pronouncements, what's right, what's wrong. He's riding high right now, but it won't last forever. It'll last a stupid amount of time. Fox News. What about you? Tower. Queen of Wands. Oh, far right. Ace of Wands. Oh, they're going to continue on with the far right stuff. And yeah, I could be wrong, but it feels like the fact that they are getting that Fox News is getting the numbers that they're Gutfeld, that's Jen Glenn, that's who. Ugh. It feels like the way Fox News is getting more viewers has the viewers it has is there are people who weren't involved in politics, who didn't care about politics, who are now picking a side. And then just the constant reinforcement, because it feels like their attrition rate, when you have a channel of any nature, you get people who come in, hello, but you get people who stay, thank you. But there are just a certain number of people who drift off and they've got other things to do, or they find something they like better. The attrition rate. Fox it feels like it has a huge attrition rate. I could be wrong, but that's what it feels like. Eileen says, well, Colbert, etc., split the viewers, add them together. Does the Fox guy viewer still outnumber? I guess not. They didn't give, in the article, they didn't give specific numbers. I just took their word from it since it seemed to be a legitimate news source. King of Swords. Five of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Nine of... Okay, yeah, okay. It's... the people who feel disaffected, the people who are like hardcore believers, and then they make money from advertisers. So yeah, I'm not actually getting much horrendous stuff happening to either Tucker Carlson or Fox News. Do I agree with that? I mean, like, do I think that's right? No. But that's what I get. That's true, Wheezy Squeeze Box. Older demographic, inevitable attrition. True. Jim Daves just said psyche. Yes, there's going to be they are going, NASA is going to the asteroid Psyche, and the little rovery spaceshipy whatever thing they're using to get there will arrive in 2026. So I assume there will be at that time there'll be an emphasis on things related to the story of Psyche or womanhood, because most often I hear of it, you don't hear much about Psyche other than like psychiatric psychology of the mind, basically. But the name Psyche you must hear with Cupid and Psyche. So a woman has her own mind, but it's like heart. Cupid and Psyche is like heart and mind type. So, and women, smart women. Oh, Lola Bell, bless you. Lola Bell was saying yesterday, day before, I went back and looked, and you were saying that the asteroid Achilles, as in Achilles' heel, is going to hit Trump's midheaven, his status in the world, on May 24th. That's in 3 days. So be curious to see what happens in 3 days to Trump. Okay. $42. Okay, 42. A group of lawyers in Texas have filed motions with the state bar to have Ted Cruz disbarred and lose his law license due to his participation in Trump's Stop the Steal movement. Will they succeed? Disbar fled Ted. What will happen to Snowflake? It's I can't even think about Ted Cruz without thinking about in his astrology chart how he's got his Chiron, the wound that will not heal, and it is linked right into his very sense of self and grinding against his sense of self. And rather than become a healer of some nature, he's just decided to be awful. So basically, he's like a walking, sucking wound. And that's kind of his personality. Six of Wands. Oh. Look through Ted's window. Look how clean everything is. After the Cancun cruise fiasco, he made sure that there were cameras following him when he was helping some person with a very large house roll up carpets, and then he was carrying carpets outside. Big roll up on his shoulder, carrying them outside, doing manual work to help clean up. And it seemed like an incredibly big house, but it's like, okay. So he had to be seen. Yes, look through the glass and see him cleaning. See, he's cleaning. Please, he's doing PR. High Priestess, trying to sneak out of the country. King of Cups. Lovers. Five of Cups. King of Wands. There could be some problems here. If they're trying to get him, they might want to wait until after the hearings, though, because they will have more ammunition, as it were, legal ammunition. Because secrets to try to stop Joe Biden. He was one of the devoted Trump cult followers, but this is a card of disappointment. Basically, they had their parade rained on. And this is the King of Wands, where a lot of people who were directly involved with the insurrection in one form or another, they're about to have a bad day. A number of bad days, very bad days. So I would tell these people to wait until, because there's already stuff. There's plenty of stuff they can use to get him disbarred, or there will be, in my opinion. Menzie, like a photo up of Ivanka with the fruit. Oh yeah, she's been barred from being the head or being on the board or working, being in any kind of leadership role in a charity for fraud because of her fraud. But her photo op is her carrying food around at a food bank. Kevin Brazil said he was carrying the carpet pad. Much lighter than the carpet, naturally. I did not know that. Thank you, Kevin. Underlayment. Cool. All right, so 4715, Justin's mom had a question. To Secret Service who were sent back to the U.S., what really happened? Okay, my understanding is that Biden went to South Korea, and two of the Secret Service members who were not on duty got into a fight, fisticuffs. I don't know exactly, but there was a massive altercation of some nature, enough of one that Secret Service, even though they need all hands on deck, they took these two Secret Service agents and put them on a plane and sent them home. And they're both on administrative leave or something, or desk duty, or I don't know what. Always a good look. I'm here to protect the president. Oh, I'm not working at the moment. Oh, I think I'll punch you in the nose. What? Marie Henson, referring back to earlier stuff, Ivanka, the PR stunt at the charity. Marie Henson is reminding us that people refused her boxes of food and rolled up their windows. Lola Bell says, saw something on Twitter that the increase in far-right tweets about Hillary, lock her up, etc., is a good sign for Democrats. That would make sense. And Almenti says, an argument about a taxi, but very poor behavior just perpetuates the ugly American idea. They had a fight about a taxi. Members of the United States Secret Service overseas Page of Cups. Dave has it right there. Boys will be boys, but they don't want boys in the Secret Service. Argument about a taxi. Oh, Justin's mom, thank you for being here. Thank you for your question. 7 of Wands. Knight of Cups. Hello, Ian. Nine of Cups. There are a lot of cups here. I'm going to guess there was some drinking involved. Maybe, I don't know. Queen of Pentacles. But even then, it shouldn't have mattered. Four of Cups. CC Ryder says, I read up on this. Secret Service went bar hopping in South Korea, then assaulted a taxi driver. They didn't assault each other. They assaulted a South Korean taxi driver. Are you kidding me? Hello, Ian. Yes, they were drunk. Deborah Murphy saying Biden has a no bully rule. Well, this is the drinking. This is unhappy. This is an unhappy, like, you got the job cleaning the toilet with a toothbrush. So jealousy of other people, or just discontent with what they were doing, some other kind of, Jim Dave says last time they refused to pay the hookers in Brazil. I'm grateful that my life, my daily life does not generally involve, no, it doesn't. It generally does not involve the words hookers nor blow. Queen of Pentacles, Four of Cups. They're hoping for a slap on the wrist, but I don't think it's going to go so well. Yeah, it feels like some unemployed people. That's what it feels like. That was stupid. And they're going to end up unemployed. So it wasn't like, it doesn't feel, I was concerned that it would be a holdover from Trump getting into a fight with someone who was not a holdover from, drinking the Trump Kool-Aid. Ian, I was referring to the sniffy part of that. 53. Yeah, and a bit. 53 and a bit. Sonia had a question. 53. They'll just make it 30. Okay. So, save. Will the January 6 hearings make a difference to the majority of Americans? All right, let's double check in on that. And then Yvonne has an intriguing question on the same topic. Frida Smith says the unemployment rates will go up by 2. The unemployment numbers will go up by 2. Okay. Will the January 6 hearings make a difference to the majority of Americans? This is going to be seen all over the world. Our enemies are going to see how close we came to losing our democracy. You think the Depp Heard trial's getting attention? This is going to embarrass us across the world. And these far right idiots out attacking should be ashamed They should absolutely be ashamed of themselves. The January 6th Select Committee hearings, starting June 9th, last I heard, but whenever they start, will it make a difference to the majority of Americans? I just keep getting disgust, sick of being embarrassed. With that and oh my gosh, I just got the most. I just thought of that and the Supreme Court ruling, and I just had this like tower of like cold just like go down over my heart. King of Cups. Well, but at the end of the day, we have to take heart in the fact that Uncle Joe is president. Joe Biden's president. Trump is not. These treasonous idiots, these seditious idiots did not succeed. And we have to keep that in mind. So, star. Oof, that's a lot of usually it's the person with the water, woman kneeling, but the big star and then the smaller stars around it, which is sometimes feel like flash bulbs, those old-fashioned flash bulbs. Queen of Wands. This is the group who were involved in the far-right actions. Hierophant. The whole thing's government. Five of Cups, sadness, disappointment, and the Sun. Again, first of all, the people who were involved in the groups, some of the groups involved in the insurrection were just straight up racist, straight up white supremacist, which is the dumbest idea ever. White supremacy. Tell me you are an idiot without telling me you're an idiot. Sad, shocked, embarrassed, fed up. That's the energy I'm getting. And we will get through it. And we still have our democracy. And we will. There are good days ahead. But it's these 8 days, these hearing days are going to be hard. Jen Glenn, will the January 6 hearings inspire other countries to do something similar? Well, I mean, there are countries that have coups, but they're not usually supposed to be democracies like we are. Ian McGrath, I agree completely. If the DOJ back down, the right wing wins. Yep. Yes. Yes, congratulations. I heard Scotty from Marketing's out. Lena's probably quite pleased, I would imagine. Lena Rodriguez. If anybody here does not know Lena Rodriguez, I'm sure you do, but in case you don't, do follow her. She's amazing. And she's funny. 5930. I want to do the related question. Let's just do, let me say 1 hour. Okay. Don Winslow, the author, has stopped writing books, saying he wants to work on films. Okay. Is he working with the January 6th committee to compile video evidence and video testimony to present to the public? I had not heard anything. Marie Sutton, are you going live for the hearings? Yeah. Oh, yes. I don't think there's any question about that. Okay, let's look, because I had not heard anything about this. All right, share screen, Chrome tab, Don Winslow, official website of Don Winslow. These are books written by Don Winslow. He's an American author. There are questions here about his books. He's hopeful about the future. He finds joy in weaving together words. He is turning his attention to activism. And a week ago, best-selling novelist Dan Winslow pivots from writing to politics, ahead of his final book tour, to focus on political videos. There we go. He announced the 2 already written sequels to his current novel, City on Fire, will be his last books. Oh, wow. He will devote his time to launching digital campaigns supporting democratic causes and opposing Trumpism. So, right. So, are you working with the committee? I think is a old question here. CC Ryder says he's on MSNBC occasionally. Okay. What was that? Mary Huddleston is saying, I don't think Don Winslow is very happy with the January 6th committee. He thinks that they're not pushing hard enough. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon found the link for Lena Rodriguez. Oh my gosh, it's Sheila. Hello. Celtic Tarot Sheila is in the chat. Sheila is a sweetheart. Sheila's a sweetheart. All right, 103. All right, Don Winslow. Are you working with the January 6th committee on the videos? Fool. Page of Pentacles, Hanged Man, 6 of Cups. He's definitely putting stuff together, very organized, very working it through. He's suspending his writing career, but this is more this doesn't feel like a committee. This is just democratic causes, politicians, whatnot. So that's what I'm getting there. For what it's worth, I'm not picking up on that. Mary Huddleston says Don Winslow does make amazing videos. Oh, very cool. Holly Francis, I think there's a lot going on behind the scenes with the January 6th committee. Oh, yeah. Five of Pentacles. Magician, Page of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. The energy is not very strong. In theory, like it looks like he'd be capable of it, but this as being a Page of Wands, it's like he could do it, but I don't know if, I don't think so, but I could be wrong. The energy's not really strong. I'm leaning toward no, but the energy's not. his changing careers might not be a great idea. I think he might be dealing with some inner turmoil. But anyway, that's all I'm picking up. Sorry. All right, 105, 106. Oh, P. Gregory. I hope. 106. Will Governor Evers win re-election in Wisconsin? Please. Oh, please. Evers, for those who don't know, I've lived in Wisconsin twice, actually, for quite a amount of time, 2 different places, and I wasn't there when Evers was in because he's fairly new, but relatively new. But he's got his arms tied behind his back by a far-right state legislature. Okay, sorry, the camera just went completely fuzzy and my brain was trying to figure that out, and words did not happen. Hello, Carol. Knight of Cups. I hope so. He won the governorship, and before he took office, the state legislature pulled together in some kind of emergency meeting or whatever it was, or not meeting, but gathering. They started stripping the governor of power before Evers was in. They have been he has been the only thing stopping Wisconsin from careening into yikes. So, Knight of Cups. And when Ron Johnson is no longer in an office, I will be very pleased. Knight of Swords. Page of Wands. 3 of Cups. Empress. King of Pentacles. Stand for women. If Evers is never going to see this, of course, but if I was going to say one thing to Evers, stand for women. If you are absolutely, completely for women's autonomy, actual health, equality, you'll be in good shape. I'm getting really strongly. Women. Focus on women. Because the horrible, aggressive legal stuff that's coming, the childish, narrow-minded boys club garbage, it's not going to sit well for them. Evers should focus on women, and if he does that, he's going to. It feels like he'll be in very good shape, but be 3 cards for the state legislators overall. Will they stay as red and extreme as they are? Hello, Aiden. How you doing, stranger? 4 of Wands. Oh, no. There are some of the last of those far right legislators. They're in cushy districts and they don't have anything to worry about. Oh, jeez. 5 of Wands, 10 of Wands, a burden. Their far-right extremism being a burden, 4 of Pentacles, and them losing seats. Thank heavens. It feels like Wisconsin, at least for a while, is going to start tilting more blue, but it's not everything we want it to be. Don't forget how many of those legislators are in very safe districts for their extremism. Okie dokie. 111. Jen Glenn had a question. Ginni Thomas. Wow. She's in the news today. There is email evidence that Ginni Thomas participated in the 7-state attempted coup by calling for a fraudulent slate of electors in Arizona. You know, like you do. I mean, what else would you do on an afternoon? Just, you go get the dog groomed, you maybe pick up the dry cleaning, the Supreme Court robes, you pick it up from the dry cleaners, and you call Arizona to try to convince the people there to reject their actual electors and put in a brand new illegitimate slate of electors, just an afternoon. And then there's book club. Oh, Lola Bell, I'm sorry I've got my questions for today, but I'll be here tomorrow. Oh, Aiden, I hope you feel better. You don't need to apologize. Lauren Falcon says psyche means soul. My mistake. Ginni Thomas. Thank you, Irma. High Priestess. Oh, she's got secret. Oh, boy. Okay. There's something here. It's worse than we know. There's bad stuff here. And I hate to leave you on that, but I'm starting to get shaky. I don't know why. I had all kinds of stuff for breakfast, but I need a drink. This is basically empty. This is basically empty. Hang on. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry about this. And then I'll... Ooh. Whew, yeah, sorry. Oh, precious boo-boo. I'm sorry about that. But I don't really have time to be cooking anything, so I'll just have to have the vegan chocolate covered peanuts to stabilize my blood sugar. Poor me. Yes, Aunt Jemima is the high priestess. And Okay, it's all right. Just taking just one more second. Judith Juliet is pointing out that Thomas has been publicly saying not great things about Roberts, but also that they're just a family. Huh. Yeah. And who's the horrible far right uncle at Thanksgiving who you really don't want to be around because he's so awful? All right. So the question is about. We'll restart this at 1:16. And I'm sorry about the delay. So there's email evidence that Ginni Thomas participated in the 7-state coup by calling for a fraudulent slate of electors in Arizona. Will Ginni ever be brought to justice? She's got secrets. I mean, big. I'm getting bigger than you know. Okay? Knight of Wands. 4 of Swords. 10 of Wands. Oh my goodness. Oh dear great Gussie. There's communications. There's communications on everything she did. She went hog wild going after trying to change things. Like everything she could think to do. Everything. Call here, call here, call here, call, send this letter, do this, do contact, do, like panic, do everything you can imagine. Which would be a good thing if she was trying to save democracy rather than destroy it. Two of Swords. Yeah, legal decisions. Her and her husband. Hello, boo-boo. 10 of Pentacles. Marie Henson says she's the lever that will pry Thomas from his seat. I've been feeling it for a year. Hi. How you doing? How's things? 10 of Pentacles. This is a dynasty. What she's done could really hurt the overall legacy of Thomas. Basically, I just had time to grab a little bit of soda and pour it in this cup, and now it's got little bubbles coming up, and he's just fascinated by that. Little tiny bubbles. Little tiny bubbles. We need to look some more on Ginni Thomas, though. Yes. Yes. And how it will affect how things are going to go. Because the cards are terrible for her. Yes, they are. Cards are just terrible for her. But things are good for you since you're the good kitty. You are the boo. You are the baby boo. Hello, good boy. Don't do it. Don't. No. We're still looking at Ginni Thomas. Apparently, this part of the live stream is completely falling apart. Bubbles. Yeah, I'll move it there. Maybe they can see you. He's watching the bubbles. Ginni Thomas. It's the Boo Boos and Kitty show. Page of Wands. She shouldn't have been out there. She's not even the Queen of Wands. She thinks she's the Queen of Wands, the queen of the far right, a queen. No, she's a page. She doesn't have power. Knight of Wands. She was going to fight the thing. She caused all kind of rancor. And then Page of Cups. Okay, just she was panicked. I'm just getting absolute panic. I'm doing okay. I'm down on this bed. Oh, no, we're going all the way down. Okay, onto the floor. Aiden says, find you someone that loves you the way that Autumn loves her cats. I do love them. I do love them. Ginni Thomas. See, now this is where it's going to bug me. It feels like there were, when it came to the attempted coup and the attempt to keep Trump in power, there were a lot of men involved. There were some women involved. Some. It's the women who are going to get the brunt of the grief for it. Certainly socially, if not, I don't know about legally, but certainly it's like, really? Deania Bennett says, without Clarence, she has no power, contrary to what she thinks. Ding. Okay. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. I'm the queen. I'm the queen. No, you're not. You're not the queen. One, we don't have queens. We don't. Well, we do, but those kind of queens are fabulous, and we love them. And there's not just one. But we don't have a monarch. And if we did, it wouldn't be you. Seven of Cups. Would still be dealing with some variation of the House of Washington, as opposed to Windsor or whatever. Seven of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Devil. Deluded. Selfish, lovers, Kool-Aid drinking, Kool-Aid making, Moon. She was just losing her mind. She was just. This is the Seven of Cups. This is the illusion delusion card. This is the card of she thinks whatever the worst things you can think of about the Democrats. Yeah, that's what she's thinking. We're going to destroy, Democrats are going to be in charge. We'll destroy the country. Right. Because we've never had Democrats in charge before. And yeah, we're just living in a communist state. And just panic. This just feels this out in the cold. The Republicans were, oh dear. So it just careening in chaos. I can't get anything past her panic. So what's going to happen to her? Is she going to be held accountable for trying to intervene in elections? Ginni Thomas. Wow. Nasty piece of work. She makes Marjorie Taylor Greene seem more reasonable. The Star, that's her. She has the power. Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands, how dare they question me. Page of Swords. The bratty bully laws should do exactly what I say they do. I'm not getting anything beyond her extremism, her panic. I'm not getting what happens then in future. Sheila, if Sheila's still around, just let me know. Are you getting on some of the readings about this? I'm getting the select committee hearings are almost like a a black hole that is sucking in the energy. And it's such an important part in American history that for some of these people, I'm having trouble picking up what happens to them on the other side of it, because it's just pulling all the energy in. I can for a lot of people, but there are a few people I've been reading on where I'm just not getting it's. I can't get past that. Holly in France says, Margie, the Green Goblin is just an attention hound, but Ginny is a true believer. Mm-hmm. Oh, Pamela, with you. I love the devil card in this deck. Yeah, you and me both. It's funny. I mean, look at it. A piece of chocolate cake with sexy legs. Is it handy? One of the good things about this deck is color coded on the edges. So I just look for the cards edged in black, and that's the Major Arcana. Empress, Hierophant, Hermit. Oh, I need to spread these out some. Hanged Man, Death, or a whole bunch of them together. Sorry, I will return to the readings momentarily. Oh, I must have missed it. Anyway, I was going to pull that out, but I don't have it handy. It'll show up. It'll show up. It shows up again. Oh, here it is. I'm just going to show you the devil card. In this deck, it's fantastic. We've got Vice cigarettes. She's got a cigarette in one hand and a drink in the other. Chocolate cake, sexy legs. You've got Spork down here. This is Valium. This is Valium. Ready cheese. Instant coffee, I guess some people think is the devil. And I have to agree with this one. You know what this is? That is a Swanson frozen dinner. Swanson. Tucker Carlson family. I love this deck. Doxy Lover saying, I just got that deck this week. It's so much fun. Oh, good. Good, good, good. $129. I'm just having a quick look. I took care of that one. And all right, let's just have a quick look at. It's called the Housewives Tarot. It's in the links in the description box. Just go down the list. It's in alphabetical order. Housewives Tarot, and the box it comes in is amazing too. Let's look at some extreme weather. 130. All right. All right, CNN. Oh, Lullabelle saying Ginni Thomas and Greg Abbott both have Saturn at Sagittarius 13, conjunct the U.S. chart ascendant. making us look bad as far as I'm concerned. But okay, 1:30:15. CNN is reporting that extreme heat coupled with drought could, it's Saturn conjunct the ascendant. That's why. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Brain, like I said, blood sugar went just a little bit funny. I had fresh homemade bread this morning, but whole wheat. You'd think I'd be fine, but I guess I waited too long. I ate too early. All right. So CNN is reporting that extreme heat coupled with drought could result in electricity blackouts over sizable parts of the country this summer. Will we be better prepared? Will Ted Cruz randomly take his children to Antarctica while his state is sweltering? Basically, will our electrical grid be able to handle it? Because, boy, there are some extreme temperatures and extreme weather, and this is just the way it's going to be until we really, really make changes to improve, to stop climate change, basically. Whoops. Dave says, time to order more solar panels. You're not wrong. Okay. If you can afford them. Our electrical grid. People in other countries are saying, you're worried, you're America. Aren't you supposed to be the richest country in the world and your electrical grid goes down? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Chariot. Moving along. Or maybe that's Ted's Uber is here. Electrical grid. Ace of Swords. Strength. Oh, not good. Death. Ace of Wands. Page of Wands. Just do your best. Do your best and hope that the infrastructure work that's already been approved, already paid for, that happens quickly. Because this is cutting. And this very strong storms. And I've got a death card in the middle. So, and then this is our response to it. And it's an Ace of Wands, so taking action, but Page of Wands and we're going to have to, the longer we wait, the more extreme things we're going to have to do to save our planet, really, the climate. Well, save the planet. Planet's going to be fine. It's us we need to worry about. Yes, plant trees. Be a squeeze box. Yeah, these are bad storms. Bad storms. All right, so let's do a message for us then. Let's we're close today. 1:34:30. 34:30. Message for us. All right. Yes, just so you guys, Al Menji saying, protect yourself this weekend. It's going to be brutal. Yes, but speaking of brutal, I've shown you guys how I've got the calendar here for Supreme Court Justice rulings to be made public. It is usually, most days are in May and June. if they tend to be, unless it's a day when a whole bunch of ones are going to be released, they start releasing, I believe, at 10 a.m. Eastern on Mondays, unless Monday is a major holiday, which case they'll do it Tuesday mornings. So starting this Monday through the end of June, maybe even the first week of July if they do something weird to the schedule, but they haven't done that yet. But chances are the rest of what's left of this month and then June, Monday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern, that's when we're most likely to hear Supreme Court garbage. Just letting you know. Message for us, please. What do I normally tell you? You're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. 6 of Cups. Come have some pink lemonade. I don't even like pink lemonade, but I find it's kind of tart. But this is, we're in this together. This is nice. This is nice. King of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 9 of Cups. What I am getting here is that the economy is recovering, which makes things a little bit easier on all of us. And we are already in, it's easy for us to, I know this sounds trite, but it's easy for us to forget just how much good we have. And if you think about the average person 100 years ago, 200 years ago, and the things we have going for us, the opportunities we have, the access to stuff that we have, the fact that I'm able to talk to you right now and, do something pretty with this, and we can communicate. And I mean, there are just so many good things that we need to spend, it feels like we need to spend a little bit more time thinking about that. Not a lot. I'm not a big trite new age, oh, you must think positive thoughts or you will draw negative to you. No, I think you're doing the best you can. I think you're doing the best you can under the circumstances. All this is saying is try to think about next time you're using a washing machine. Okay. People before didn't have a washing machine. Clean water, drinkable water straight out of the tap. Nice. Kitty. And Kitty is not covered in fleas. And there are no bugs. There are just so many little good things. So that's going to be the message for today. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. It's 1:57 p.m. here in Chicago. In 2 hours, I'll be over on the Book Art Media channel to do our creative sprints for the day. You're always welcome. Sarah's not with us today, yesterday and today. She's got family stuff going on, and she's starting to take one day off a week. Crazy. No, she needs it. So, but I'll be there. And probably some other people, and we have a regular group, and you're always welcome. So over on the Book Art Media channel at 4 o'clock Central Time for creative sprints. Other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. Let's do it again. Let's look at what's going on and talk about it. All right. Hang in there. You're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. All right. Take care, and I'll talk to you later.